to do a tarot reading on Remy and Papoose. And recently I just been really inspired to do the reading because I was watching Petty Ball, and she was talking about the situation and everything. And she also claimed that she has met Papoose behind scenes and know that he has not cheated on Remy Ma the whole 6 months, years that she was in jail. And that was just really interesting to me. I'm gonna ask about that, so let me write that down because I be forgetting. All right. And I guess I will also ask, if she cheated on him when she was in jail, because I thought it was very interesting that okay, when they came on to Love and Hip Hop and whatever, I was thinking that I don't think that this relationship is gonna last long. And the reason I was feeling like that is because Remy Ma just got out of prison and she already on a reality TV show. It seemed like they haven't got the time to really get to know each other again, because even though they kept in contact, they still haven't lived together. So, and I'm sure over those years they have changed in ways that they haven't been able to experience, because they will meet like twice a week for a short period of time. Their phone calls are monitored. That's a horrible experience. Imagine, trying to get deep with somebody on a phone call and you on a time limit. It also costs you more money to have these phone calls. And on top of that, it's being recorded. So you can't get really personal. It ain't like it was things that Papoose and Remy was experiencing, and I'm sure that they couldn't really talk to each other about it. So my whole vibe is that this was a codependent relationship. Like, she was doing a long time in jail. I'm sure that it was scary for her, and she wanted somebody that was dependable. And thankfully, she got blessed with somebody that was dependable and loyal and everything like that. But she's not obligated to him. She's not. But she still need to take accountability, because it's a mature way, not just a mature, but it's a higher vibrational way to handle situations like this. Like, instead of her trying to get straight to work, it would have been good for her to really get to know herself better, to learn who she was outside of prison, because when you are in prison, they would institutionalize you. You live your life on somebody else's schedule. You're not used to having like a lot of freedom. So I would have had hope for this relationship if, when she got out of prison, they took years just getting to know each other again, falling in love again, because I'm sure that there was some form of falling out of love within this. It's just that the relationship was just so codependent. Papoose could be the type of person that they don't mind dating somebody in jail, because why? That person is contained. You get what I'm saying? That's like a codependent mindset. But there's people out there like that. the reason why they want to date somebody in jail because they don't have to worry about where they at. They have a certain amount of control over that person's life. That person will come to them and depend on them a lot. So it feels safe for them. It feels safe for them to be in that relationship. So, and then Remy Ma clinging on to him because he's dependable. That's her connection to the outside world. Not just when it comes to love and family, but also business. So, I mean, what do you expect to be created out of this dynamic? And then, you know, her getting out of prison, walking into a whole nother trap, which is marriage. And it's not that I don't feel like marriage can work and everything, but marriage has to be evolved. You get what I'm saying? Because the way that we are indoctrinated into marriage now is a fucking trap. I mean, when you get married, it really do change you. It's like a ritual has been performed on you. So, she got out of prison. They go straight to television and getting married. So, they was basically in a fucking delusion, okay? It was nothing deep about this black love at all. It was a whole bunch of settling. Like, you know what? We might as well just be together. Like, we been through all of this and everything. Like, people are expecting us to be together. And that's the other thing. So many people was invested in their relationship.
Well, what's the one thing you miss the most?
The most?
Top three. You don't have to name one. You can name a few.
Just my son and my family and just chilling.
Papoose.
Yeah.
Dunga. Right, come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, just chilling, like waking up, doing whatever I want to do. Not necessarily one particular thing, just waking up and doing whatever I want to do.
Living your regular life.
Waking up when I feel like.
Like, it's insane the amount of pressure that alone will destroy a relationship. And a foundation was not solid. So, you know, it's interesting to me. Alright, let's go ahead and get into the reading. Alright. So I'm gonna have to start that over. I was saying something about using the Urban Tarot for Remy Ma, and I haven't used this deck in a while. And I want to get into, like, you know, what type of person she is. I want to get to know her. Alright, type of person Remy Ma is. Oh, Lord. Damn. Alright, she have a... She do have a fear of failure. So much so that she self-destruct a lot of things. She has so much going on inside of her that she never processes. I think that she need like therapy or something like that, and she need to slow down. I also feel like she see herself as a hustler. She attached to some type of hustler mindset, like, you know, I gotta get it, I gotta win, I gotta make this money, I gotta do this, I gotta do that. And it just kind of feel like she always on the go, always trying to figure out how to win. And her whole mentality of what winning is fucked up. Like, it's a rat race mentality. Like, she stay her ass on that hamster wheel, but she don't perceive it as a hamster wheel. You know what? I think that I'm already feeling, even though I haven't pulled cards on Papoose yet, that if this relationship ends, it will set him free. And I feel like he needs to be set free. I feel like he should have had gave up on this a long time ago. And some type of way, he kind of do feel like a victim to me. Like, almost like he don't just feel used. He feel played, underappreciated. Remy Ma is also very masculine, and Papoose is feminine. And I feel like that works. You know, no, I take that back. Because Remy is very masculine, but Papoose, he's masculine as well, but he's in tune with his femininity. So, and I do feel like he is truly a high vibrational person. Like, he truly is like a light being. I feel like he's a light being. And I haven't even put cards on him yet, but just getting into her energy, because her energy is so much more darker than his. It's more heavy. I could tell that Papoose been trying to heal Remy for a long time. Like, not just trying to heal her, but trying to save her. Trying to reach real deep inside of her, and because he see her potential. But it's not that she don't see her potential. She just so, I want to say greedy, to be real. Like, in a way, she is greedy. She greedy. It's another term, because it's not so much, oh yeah, I looked over and see power. She's power hungry. That's it. That's it. She is power hungry. I don't want to say that she's a narc, but I kind of want to say Machiavellianism. I don't really feel like she is ruthless, but this is a beast inside of her. It's almost like she need an exorcism or something like that. She need to lose. I think that's the only way she's gonna learn. And I think that this is what manifesting. And she also need to lose Papoose. Like, he need to stop saving her. He need to stop feeling like he need to save her. He need to fall back and let her walk on her own. In a way, she is still like a child. She could be very young-minded sometimes. Let's get some more. Oh my goodness. It's so much disappointment. It's hard to make her happy because she's not happy within. And look, we have failure, defeat, disappointment, the devil out here. We got the sun reversed. Like, And you know what? I feel like she has the potential to like become like a teacher. I even think that that's like in her purpose is to teach. Like she could educate people on how to write better rhymes or something. And I feel like it's naturally built into her. So when she's like in situations with people, a lot of times she become like the teacher. And I think that if she wasn't so hungry for power and money and stuff, I think this is a wound. Maybe at some point she really struggled. This is some type of wound. Because she just feel like she has to be a hustler. She feel like she has to hold on to that mindset of a hustler as well. Why she feel like she has to hold on to that mindset? I feel like she's addicted to a time when she was successful. It's like she's trying to repeat that.
Back on her past and hoping her 7-year-old boy won't have a difficult childhood like she did.
Since I was younger, I had a super duper like hard life. It was a lot of homelessness, drug abuse. My parents wasn't there. I had to do a lot of things on my own. And now I'm a mother and I have a son. And when I was 12, 13, my mom, unfortunately, she went to prison for about 3-4 years. So I was stuck in the system doing things myself. I will never have my son feel like he has nowhere to go. I'll never have him feel like, he has to do things to get money that he doesn't want to do.
In order to protect her son, Remy transferred him into a different school. But she knows there's no running from the media firestorm headed her way.
What have you discussed with your boy about what's happening to you?
He's still a child. He's supposed to be playing. He's supposed to be going to school, into his hobbies. He doesn't need to worry about, is my mom going to go to jail? He went to school last year in Harlem. Like, he's not going to school in Harlem now. I don't want anyone asking him anything crazy. He's not waking up every morning with the Daily News or the Post on his front step. So it's kind of okay. I'm very upfront with my son. I will let him know exactly, what's going on and just prepare him for things that can happen in his life.
We can't talk about that night or the facts around the case. I understand that. I think they understand that. But how do you feel about what's ahead of you, this trial, and your near future?
People think it's a joke. Do y'all understand that it's a possibility that I could not see my child again? Like, do y'all understand that I have shows overseas, like in Greece? Like, I'm supposed to be on my European tour right now.
But for Remy, putting her career on hold is of minimal concern compared to the damage being done to her reputation.
To have people talking bad about you, lying on you, and just throwing your name crazy through the mud, and you can't say nothing. This is my life. Like, yo, I've been through a lot. I've been homeless. I know what it is to not have no money. I know what it is to not have no friends or no family. You think I'm gonna throw what? No amount of money I'm throwing that away for. Like, I know what it feels like to grow up without parents and not have nobody. You crazy? For no amount of money am I not gonna be there for my son? None. Period. And that's just that.
Okay, so I think that it's important to talk about this case, um, because as I was editing the video, I went and searched like Remy before going to prison. I kind of wanted to find something that she would talk about it, and I found the clip that I'm going to insert here. But she said that she was lied on, and it kind of felt like she felt kind of framed, and she's not allowed to talk about it. She's not allowed to uh, tell her truth and whatnot. And knowing how that feels, but not being put in jail like her, man, if I was put in jail, which I felt like people tried to do that shit to me. They tried to manifest that for me. And I remember getting a card reading years ago. And at the time, I felt like that card reading wasn't accurate for me because she kept asking about um, no, having a situation with the police and stuff like that. And I was like, no. She was like, you're not having any situation with police or anything? And I was like, no, I'm not. So, but here we are in the future, and I know that people have tried to place that on my timeline. It just didn't stick. But I had moments where if I would have acted out of my ego, if I didn't listen to my inner spirit, and that's what I mean when I say spirit. People get confused by that because sometimes I would say thank you, spirit, or thank you, universe. I rarely say God because of people perception of God. So I try to stay away from that word and that programming. But when I say thank you, spirit, I'm talking about my inner spirit that guides me like a compass or something like that. Because certain situations, I know that it was due to me listening to my inner spirit. If I did not listen to my inner spirit, I would have had did something that would have put me in jail or would have, and I was in situations where I was in a setup, like they trying to set me up, and they thinking that they know how I'm going to react, and they trying to trigger me. And because I was listening to my inner spirit, I didn't let it get the best of me, and I didn't listen to people who was trying to guide me in that direction. Like it was one time I called a person that I don't speak to anymore when I was going through a situation, and she was all like, if that was me, I would have checked that bitch. If that was me, I would have cussed her out. It ain't nothing that she could do. You have rights. And I'm like, man, those people were just waiting. They was waiting for me to do something so they could call the police on me. And those rights didn't mean shit in the past. What you think? I'm not going to even take that chance. I just got off the phone with that person because maybe they just too blind to see. Yeah, they was blind to a lot of things, but be that as it may, I don't judge the people who they was under the pressure and they did something and it ended up them going to jail. And if we did know the whole story, um, maybe we would even understand how they was manipulated in that position. Because something that they do to you is that they try to trigger you. They trigger you first, and then they put you in a setup, in a situation that it could turn real bad. And they hoping that that trigger will fuck you up. And that's what it did to Remy. And when she mentioned that her mother went to prison, I was like, damn, this is a generational curse right here. And I feel like she still have time to break that generational curse. But sometimes we don't realize that until we lose things, until we hit rock bottom, until shit really hurt, because then you don't have no choice but to look at it. And I feel like that's a situation that she is manifesting. I mean, I get it's better than cancer, to be real, because I feel like she still can't talk about what she perceived her innocence. So let's look into this. Oh, so just to let y'all know, I do not know much about this case. I do remember years ago watching something on it, but I do not remember the details. I do remember Nicki Minaj having a line in her song about what type of friend shoot you for 50K or something like that. So, um, I remember years ago watching something that it kind of felt like it was insinuating that Remy Ma was jealous of this girl. And I noticed that that's a ritual that they like to do. It's like a humiliation ritual that they like to do to celebrities to kind of like humble them. They try to do that to Megan. They try to pit her or compare her against Kylie Jenner, which don't have shit on Megan, but they know that, but they feel like they could program you to think otherwise. And they did a whole humiliation ritual with Megan and tried to make her undesirable, a angry black woman that is in competition or feel inferior to this white woman that is going to get surgery to look like Megan because she don't naturally. She going to get surgery to look like Megan. But then we supposed to believe that she fighting or feel bitter about this leprechaun flirting with Kylie Jenner. Shit, really, Kylie Jenner should be offended that he even said that. But see, she probably not even thinking about that because she just want the opportunity to seem more desirable than Megan. Like that was her chance to try to steal that desirability away from her. But you never can and you never will. Anyways, let's get into this. I don't even know where to start because I don't know shit about the case, but let's just shuffle some cards and pull it and see what spirit brings up, and I just go with that, man. All right, see what come out. I ain't even turned over the cards yet, and I'm talking about. What I'm instantly getting is a lack of accountability on Remy Ma fault. Okay, Um, I can't take up for Remy. Like I could take up for Megan. Oh, hold on, y'all. I gotta do something. Oh, hell nah. It's gonna make me stop the thing. All right, let's pick up where we left off. Mm. Okay, now, no. Yeah, there's a lack of accountability, but it's more to the story. I do feel like she was set up. I feel like she was set up in a manner that she either didn't take some type of contract or something like that. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. She didn't commit to something, and somebody was mad about it. This could have been some type of producer setup or corporation or what you call the industry studios or whatever, music studios. Um, like she could have turned down something, maybe even to go somewhere else. So somebody was bribed, and I'm thinking that it's the person that um got shot. All right, tell me what type of person was the person who got shot? What type of person was she? What type of person was she? Nah, man. She actually coming out on the light side. She really not like a bad person. So maybe she didn't take this bribe. Like, did she take the bribe? Did she take the bribe? I feel like it's complicated to be real. Maybe she didn't at first, okay? Um, but after, oh, okay, what I'm getting is that maybe she didn't take it at first, but after Remy did what she did, and like I think Remy like refused to apologize, and I feel like the girl just wanted Remy to apologize, and I feel like Remy turned really narcissistic. Like, you know, I'm the star, I'm famous. Like, you need to just be on my side and say whatever I tell you to say. It could, oh, Remy could have even tried to bully her, threaten her, make her feel afraid to testify. No, I'm not liking this. Like, I'm not really vibing with Remy as a person, but this is her younger self, so maybe she not like this anymore, but I'm kind of feeling like she kind of is. But it come from a wound. Like, I'm not looking at it like um a personality disorder. I'm not really feeling that. I'm feeling more like I think I'm covering the mic. I'm feeling more like just a toxic person. And I felt like when she became famous, she got really big headed. Um, she kind of like looked down on people. It went to her head like very quickly, very quickly. And she really felt like she was the shit. You know, Remy, like she really feel like that. She would really feel like she the shit, but she's hard headed. You can't tell her nothing. She don't listen. She feel like she has the answers. She can be hypnotizing. Like I feel like relationships, even the ones that she had in the past, she could make men kind of crazy. Like they really good. Like they really get hooked on her. But it's more about her like persona, like this confidence that she carries, but it's not real confidence, but it's very convincing. It's very convincing. Like, okay, it's real in a sense that she feel like she is the shit. Like, I don't want to get that twisted. She feel like she is the shit, but oh my goodness, it's like I'm trying to think. I want to kind of say like an emperor reverse. She get in that energy like really quickly. Anytime she get a whole lot of abundance and perceived power, her ego take over and she become destructive because nobody can't tell her anything. She's not listening to nobody. Um, she feel like y'all need to just get in line because y'all basically work for me. She kind of feel like everybody kind of work for her. Um, so so yeah, I'm feeling like with this girl, I feel like she was really emotional about this actually. And I feel like she really wanted to be friends with Remy or close to her or something like that. And she was like, man, you really hurt me. I just want you to apologize. And Remy became really nasty, but it was like out of fear. You know, she afraid that she gonna lose everything. So she took really nasty actions towards this girl. Didn't care about her well-being like at all. She was blinded by fear. Like I still can't say that she's a narc or something like that. It's more like a alter ego or something. I don't know. I don't know what you would call it. Um, you know what? I feel like it's an attachment, really. And I felt like she had it since she was a kid. And I really feel like she needs some type of exorcism. Like for real. Um, something takes over her and she become like a different person. And it usually is when she is in a real low vibration, when she like afraid or mostly fear. I feel like something really traumatic happened to her when she was younger. I'm talking about Remy. That she have a hard time handling the emotion of fear. So she kind of like check out and something else like take over. It's really like a split personality disorder. Real interesting. Isn't she a Gemini? That makes sense. That make a lot of sense. And that attachment is really, really nasty. Like, real toxic. So yeah, I'm just gonna wrap that up. And that was about her, the case. She feel like she lost her moment and now she trying to gain it back. I think it's like prison. Like prison make you like stand still. It make you ruminate on things. Like, you know, when I get out, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna get back what I lost. She felt a need to get back what she lost. That career, that wealth, that money, that name of like being the greatest. And it's almost like, I feel like there was a time when she got out of prison, she did like a lot of successful things. I think she had like a hit song. She came out with an album, but she beefed with Nicki, which I feel like was a bad business move. Like, it's like she trying to walk a certain track that is tried and true, but it didn't work out for her like how she wanted it to. It would have been better if she would have had work with Nicki. Because I honestly, you know, when she got out and everything, I understand that she is respected as a lyricist. But it's like, I didn't understand what the fuck was going on. Like, when she got out of prison, she got all these accolades and stuff like that. And it's not like, it just kind of felt like she was being kind of pushed in our face and everything. And she tried to bulldoze her way in by starting this beef with the hottest female that was out at the time. Because she was in that mentality, like, if I defeat her, then I will sit on her throne. Because she want that throne of being the best female rapper. And it's at sometime in your evolution, it shouldn't even be about that anymore. Because she's still in the mentality of like, I don't think she in that mentality anymore. When she first got out, she was in that mentality, like she have to take it. She has to dominate. Yeah, she's still in that. She's still in that. That's why she doing what she doing. She's still trying to dominate. And this whole relationship that she started with that dude is because she felt like she could dominate him. She wanted to be in control. So yeah. What is this? Is this a... And if this relationship break up, I don't think that they should try to fix it. But I do think that, you know, maybe when time heals some wounds, that they could be friends again. And I think that that's a high possibility because they've been through so much together. But I feel like the relationship has just became toxic. But let's just go into that because I feel like I said all I had to say about Remy. Alright, so now I'm going to get into Papoose. I'm going to use the Tarot of Opposition because I feel like that's a good deck for him. He give me somebody that is connected to both his masculine and feminine energy. So alright, so what type of person? Tell me about Papoose. I believe that in some ways he haven't had a lot of luck in his life. I'm just like feeling like he had a lot of disappointments, a lot of heartache, a lot of losing things or things not going his way. But I feel like deep down inside, he like a queen of cups. He just really wants to be loved. I feel like he could have some abandonment issues, maybe even with a father figure. Like he could have lost his dad or something, or felt abandoned by his dad or his mom. I feel like he felt abandoned a lot in his life. And that's a wound that it's hard for him to sit with that wound of his fear of abandonment. It's not just like a fear of abandonment, it's just like he feel like he loved deeply and he wants to be loved. He wants to be loved that same way. He also want loyal people, and in ways he kind of forced people loyalty by giving people so much loyalty. So he like seen as the good guy, and because he's so good, you will feel bad for mistreating him or doing him wrong. You know that he heard a sound. You know that he doesn't. You know that he doesn't deserve that type of treatment. Sorry, I'm not home and they doing some construction in the building, so if you hear some noise, that's what it is. I do feel like he's a fighter. Like he known to not like give up easily, to like put in the hard work and the time and the commitment for what he wants. Like he get inspired and then he would actually try to manifest what he inspired by or what he want to manifest. So kind of like a go-getter type mentality and stuff, but really, he just give a whole lot of commitment because he craving it. He has to let that go because I feel like it's very draining on him. I do feel like he get a lot of love though, but it's not unconditional. Like, he doesn't get like unconditional love. He don't really get a lot of the love that he give out. He don't get the same comfort. He don't always feel like people is gonna support him like he support other people. But he keep doing it, hoping that he could teach people. Oh yeah, with this Hierophant card, he feel like he could teach people how to treat him. Which I understand and whatnot, but it's in a way that it's toxic now. Because he also give multiple chances to toxic people. Just because he feel like, I just gotta work a little harder, be a little bit more patient with them, show them how to love. Show them how to love. And these people don't have that capacity to give that kind of love. And it take him a while to give up on them. I think that he has gotten better. I think it's also related to some type of street mentality where you go by some type of code of commitment, loyalty, stuff like that. I just keep getting a visual of him smiling and it just feeling so genuine and everything. There's something about his smile. He's the dependable one. He's the person that people could count on. He's the person that gonna have your back. He's the person that you would trust. But he need time to I don't know. I kind of feel like it could be somebody else out there for him. I feel like he should go into some type of spiritual journey. If he do that, he could run into a divine feminine, somebody that could really make him truly happy. And I think that he wants to stop hustling. Like, he feel exhausted by Remy and her hustling mentality. I think he kind of want to chill and settle down. He need to find somebody that want that with him. Yeah, I'm feeling a feminine energy that will make him happy. And it's not Remy. And there ain't no shade. And I don't feel like they should. If they can't split being friends, I think that's the best route. And I think that would bring them a lot of peace. And I think that it might need to be a weaning off. It needs to be some type of weaning off. But I feel like that's already been happening. I don't know why I feel horny. I think that he needs some intimacy that he could actually feel. Yeah, and I feel like he deserved that love. But if he stay with Remy, he not gonna allow himself to retrieve it. He might have even already came across this woman and been keeping distance because he's in a relationship. But I don't think that he should do it. I think that he should do it the right way. I think he should end his relationship with Remy and move on. Alright, let's get into, like, was there an affair? Alright, I first asked, was there an affair? And I'm getting a strong yes. And I think it was also a breakup, like between Remy and Pap. Like there was some type of separation or something like that. I'm also hearing that a lot of the internet rumors are true with this Page of Swords here. And it was messy. I feel like there was a lot of taking from one pot and giving it to another. Oh yeah. Almost like, yeah. Alright. So how did Papoose take this affair? Alright, so yeah, it was painful. But I feel like there's been a distant feeling in Remy and Pep relationship for a while now. Like there's been some form of distance. Like, man, it could have even been like a kind of like an agreed open relationship. Like they agreed to like date other people or something like that. Yeah, it's giving me that vibe a lot. But it didn't get messy until somebody started taking from one pot and giving it to another. I feel like it has something to do with money. Like almost like you giving money to him. Like you giving resources to him. You taking resources from our pot and giving it to him. Yeah, I'm getting that feeling quite strongly. Like there was already maybe even some form of separation in a relationship or something like that. But it wasn't until something about money, finances, or something being moved around. Alright, tell me more on Papoose perspective. goodness. It's just the thing that Pap just felt like so disrespected about who she chose. Like, I just feel like he felt like she made very unwise decisions when it came to this. And it just really, it kind of made him feel disrespected, but also like embarrassed. And also like the feeling like Pep was like, you know, I could have had told you that it was going to turn out like this. Like, I could have told you what type of person that he was. Yeah, I got the hacker right here. And the high priestess reverse. Like something about not being wise, not using your intuition, not protecting yourself, and making really reckless decisions and moves, but thinking that you smart. Thinking that you doing something proper when you doing it all wrong. Letting somebody in that shouldn't be in. Just making a very bad decision on who you choosing and why you choosing them. Kind of like a disappointment type feeling. Alright. I'm gonna have to go soon, so I'm gonna come back to this reading. See you soon. Alright, so I'm back, and this is part 2 of the affair, and it has been like a whole 24 hours in between part 1 and part 2 of the affair part, but I did go back and listen to it, so I know where I left off. So now I'm just gonna see, like, let's get into the, I guess, the details of it or something. Like one of these cars are backwards. Can't find it, but let's continue. You know what? This been coming out quite a bit, and I wasn't gonna say nothing about it. It was one of those things that I just wasn't gonna comment on, but I'm starting to feel like it plays a major part in this, and I feel like what it is some type of addiction. The addiction card came out. Like, I feel like Remy mom might have some type of an addiction to something. It could be cocaine, it could be, I don't feel like it's something simple like weed or something. It could be pills or something, Molly or something. But the addiction that she has, she also shared it with that dude. I do not know his name. You know, I think that's kind of important to look up his name. Hold on. Alright, so I guess his name is Easy the Block. Easy the Block. I'm gonna just call him Easy for short. I feel like whatever this addiction is, I feel like they both share this addiction. I don't know. The sex might be good as well. But the sex could be good because of whatever they own, like whatever they high on. They might like to get high and have sex, and that makes it really good. I didn't mean to say that like so exciting, because that's ain't how I felt. I'm not even sure why it came out like that. Yeah, that was weird. Like, I'm not listening to the tape, I'm listening to myself say it, and that came out kind of weird. But anyways, dang, now I forgot. Oh, okay, so whatever they do together, it's not something that she could do with Papoose. I'm just gonna call him Pap. It's not something that she could do with him. It's some type of darker element to this. It could even be some type of kink that he either introduced her to, or Pep don't allow her to do it or something like that. Let's get more into it. Alright, so one thing that I was picking up on before I even pull out these cards is that this gonna be a major tower moment in Remy's life. She could either fall gracefully, or she could like fall and splatter on the ground or something like that. I mean, it's kind of up to her, the way that she got to handle it. She's about to receive the consequences of her actions. You know, she has some karma that she have to deal with. And karma is not a bad thing, even when it make our lives hard. It's just that it puts you in the shoes where you understand a different perspective. Like, it's almost like you going against the flow for a long time to a point that it caused a clog. And then on the other side of that clog, it is building pressure. And eventually, the floodgates will open, okay? And when those floodgates open, you could either fight against the current, you ain't gonna win, or you could flow with it. But that takes a lot of inner peace that she doesn't have. I mean, you could also drown. That's a possibility. But if you drown, you're just gonna reset. You can't escape those lessons regardless. So I just feel like this situation that she had with Easy, it's gonna bring a lot of endings. Like, a lot. Oh yeah. And not just any type of endings, but these are like permanent endings. Endings that she will not be able to get back. Look, I got the Grim Reaper here. The relationship is over. I think that her and his Easy dude also will not maintain a relationship. I don't really feel like she want to be with him in that way. I think that she was just having a certain experience with him that it became addicted and toxic. Addicting and toxic. There was another way that she could have dealt with this. If she would have had slowed down and got to know herself better, then she would have been understanding why she taking certain actions. But she didn't give herself time and space to do that. She the type of person that she needed a tower. And, you know, I'm not judging her because I have been in situations where I needed a tower for me to fully see or accept what is happening, what is going on, or how I'm feeling about something. So sometimes it's just necessary. Yeah, I feel like when the dust kind of settled and everything, she will start to see that her and Easy don't really have that much in common. It really was kind of like a codependent relationship. They was engaging in toxic behaviors together. You know, I was talking about this like not too long ago. I used to have this best friend. She was a Sagittarius. And we got so addicted to skipping school. Like, we was skipping school. We was getting in trouble, getting into in-school suspension together and everything. But at some point, we went our separate ways because it was like we were such a bad influence on each other. And the friendship was kind of built on some type of excitement because we would always have a lot of situations together, so it was fun, you know. But at the end of the day, it didn't make me feel good. I didn't progress. I was like distracted like all the time. And I felt like I had like the same effect on her. It wasn't just a her thing. We was both like in this energy together. Like only us together, we would bring out this side in each other where we like to get in trouble. So, as we grew older, we grew apart because it was time for us to make more mature decisions. So, I feel like this is what Remy is experiencing with what's his name? Easy. With Easy. Alright, let's get more into like this addiction. Let's get more into this addiction. All right, it was like a distraction as well. I think that Remy, I feel like she's resilient, but she repressed a lot of things, like a lot. And it's kind of like, it's real bad, the way that she repressed things. And she don't know how to properly express herself or to release things. And she needed something that didn't make her feel stressed. You know, even Pep, he make her feel stressed because she feel obligated to him. She feel obligated to this whole black love thing, even if it's not making her happy anymore, and she don't feel like she can admit that. She felt trapped, like in a cage. So I actually feel like this is a good thing for her. Like, at least it's gonna set her free. It's not that I think that she care about Pep, but I think she just needs to find her own way. She needs time to be single. They shouldn't have rushed into a marriage after she got out of jail. And this guy, he just provided that to her. He made her feel something familiar from something that when she was younger. And he kind of like a risky person. Like, he like to take risk in certain type of ways. Like, if they was like standing in the elevator together and it was a whole bunch of people in the elevator, everybody know that Remy is married, and these are people that, you know them very well, and they standing in the back. Her and Easy is standing in the back of the elevator, and as everybody is like talking and everything like that, he would like touch her ass or something like that. Even though it's a whole bunch of people in this elevator that could really like just pop off because y'all being inappropriate. And it make her nervous, but at the same time it make her feel excited, in a way. Like, afterwards she might cuss him out and be like, don't you ever do that again. But then she might invite him over because, she kind of turned on by it. Like, she wants some type of excitement. She really just needs to be single for a little while. And, if she was to get to know herself better and knew how to communicate, it would have had led to this, because I really feel like this is going to affect her career and all types of shit. But it's stuff that I think she should have been walked away from it. All of it. Pep, this career, everything. She should have been walked away from it. I keep hearing old habits die hard. Yeah, I don't know. It's not really much else to say about it and everything. Because it keep coming out the same thing. They did things together, have some excitement. She needed something to release the stress and everything. She needed some type of distraction. She needed a distraction from herself. She the type of person that it's hard for her to sit with herself. It's hard for her to be alone with herself for too long and not do nothing. So what they would do together. I'm looking for a particular deck, Urban Tarot. What they would do together. What they would do together. Yeah, same old, same old. Same old, same old. I guess I get into how they feel about each other Yeah, and I put that in a separate part, but they did some type of drugs together. That's when I'm getting real strong. Like, you know, it might not be something too harsh. It could be something like weed or something, but I don't feel like it. I feel like it could be like Molly or something like that. I never had Molly before, but, and you know what? I don't think I want to try it. I'm alright. I'm alright with what I have. Cause, you know, I don't even want to risk getting caught up. I got the interference card. Yeah, it's because that keep coming out too. Like, she needed something to distract herself from her own pain. Okay? So she kind of just basically self-destructed. And that's pretty much it. We got the moon here reversed and everything. She have a lot of internal chaotic emotions and whatever. So yeah. Alright, so how do let's get a different deck. So let's get the tarot of opposition. Oh, I'm gonna put this in a separate part. Alright, how do Easy feel about Remy? How do he feel about her? How do he view her? Feel and view. Ooh. Now, ain't that motherfucking juicy? Okay, before I get into that, I just want to pull a few cards of like how Remy feel about him. Okay, that came out quick. I think it's over for her. I think that she wants to end whatever this is, and she might have already did it. But the way that his card's coming out, if she ended, he might be a little caught up, like not wanting it to end and feeling a certain type of way. And I think that she is about over it. I see that multiple times, that she about over whatever it was with Easy. And hopefully he could just let it go. But I think that he could be a bit obsessive. Alright, so when I got this star card, I was feeling this energy in the beginning. He's very attracted to her, like very. And it's not just like the way she look. It's like, I think that he's attracted to her talent, like who she is. And this what got her caught up, because he really fed her ego. Because he really, the way that he touched on her, the way that he talked to her, she knew that he was really into her. And I think that's like her love language or something like that. Like, she like that. She like when a dude is like obsessed. She like it. It make her feel good about herself. And I feel like she could sense it kind of immediately. Like, when they met, or even after, like, they was getting to know each other. She could look him in the eyes and tell that he wanted her, he desired her, and that's what she liked it out of the relationship. It wasn't that she felt the same. I don't think that she ever did. She just liked the fact that he really desired her. I think that she just wanted to feel that. And it's not like, I think with her and Pep, it might have got like a little stale in a relationship, and I just think that their relationship is done. It been done. They just won't let that shit go. And I do believe that you could find somebody out there that they excite you so much, and y'all have such a I don't want to call it balance, but secure. You have it's more than security, because I hate when people stay in relationship just for security, just because they afraid. But I believe that you could find somebody that excites you on all levels, that you feel like you getting like a equal give and take in a relationship, and you also feel like you are happy in a relationship. You feel fulfilled. That's somebody that makes you feel fulfilled. Okay, I do feel like that's possible, but I feel like in order to get to that person, you have to be able to let go of the past. So, all right, we got the Tyrannosaurus out here, and I'm feeling like he feeling betrayed. Yeah, next to this Three of Wands in the shadow, he feel betrayed, disappointed. He's heartbroken. Oh. Because he believed that this was his come up. I think that he even visualized them being in a relationship together, like in the public. And I think that he even communicated this with her, like, we could go public because I love you for real, and I will hold you down, and I will stand by your side, and we could do this together, yada, yada, yada. And I feel like sometimes she would get kind of carried away in it, not because she feel the same, but because it just feel exciting for somebody to feel that way. So I feel like she would give him a lot of false hope. Like a lot of, you know what, maybe in like 5 years and everything, after we do this and do that, maybe it's a possibility, like maybe we can be together. And I think that this situation, because it blew up so badly, is making her realize that she don't want to be in a relationship with him. But before she got caught up and the tower came down, she was thinking of settling again. Not that Pep was like somebody that you like settle on or something like that. I feel like he's a good person, but I just don't think that he's her person. Not anymore. Like, it just because people break up, it doesn't mean that it's anything wrong with the people that was in the relationship. And, they just didn't work out. Or they stopped being compatible. Or they stopped being into each other. I felt like the relationship was dying a long time ago. Alright, so let's get more into think I done said everything. I feel like she's stressed out. And she hiding a lot. Like she trying to backtrack and hide things. She could also be worried about money. Like ways to hold on to money. This for her, because she's not healed, this probably gonna get ugly before it get better. She probably gonna make this situation even worse by becoming like vindictive or feeling entitled, or I feel like she getting into this Queen of Pentacles reverse energy, simply out of her fears, simply because she can't let go of certain things. But I think that she gonna fall on her ass. And how this gonna turn out, let's get into the conclusion. Alright, so in the conclusion, we're just gonna see how this gonna end and everything, exactly how I was saying in the other part. We got the Four of Pentacles reverse out here. She gonna have to lose some things just because she need to learn how to let go. And right now she trying to strategize on how can she turn this into a win for her, which is money, really. I think that she planning on convincing Papoose to be more she don't want to really split it down the middle. She want to walk away with as much as possible, but she don't want Papoose to feel like he is losing. So I feel like she trying to work the situation out like that. It could be like, I should have this house because of this thing I have to do, or yada, yada, yada. I should have this studio because of this. I should have this car because of this. And I feel like she think that she gonna get it because of the type of person Papoose is. Like, him being like, you know what, it ain't about the money. Like, I just want you to be good. So go ahead, you can take it, and yada, yada, yada. But how he gonna react? How Papoose gonna react? I do feel like he going to set boundaries. I don't know. I feel like it could be some woman that is involved, or he could meet some woman, or it's kind of like either he gonna connect to something inside of him, or somebody external is going to connect him to do not do this. Like, set boundaries and make sure you get your fair share. Like, don't just let her have everything or whatever. Like, make sure you look out for yourself. Make sure you get the things that you need. You don't have to be greedy. You don't have to go to war with her. But, you know, make sure that you keep that line in the middle. Okay? You keep it in the middle. And you don't budge on that. Like, you stand your ground. You keep your boundaries. But you could be fair. And that way, maybe I could walk away and be friends or something like that. Because I just kind of feel like the relationship is going to come to an end. And if it doesn't, then nah, I just feel like it's going to come to an end. They might fake it for the media and stuff like that. Like, Papoose might promise not to bash her on the internet or something. But he may not be able to resist himself when it comes to like music and art and stuff like that, which is completely understandable because that's a part of art, you know? Like, an artist will lose their creative ability if they don't express their truth. But he might agree to always kind of be like respectful towards her or something like that. And he also is not in his emotions as much as he used to be. Like, she not dealing with the same pep. Like, the pep that she dealing with, he done found a lot of clarity, and he is tired of putting himself last. That's a part of his spiritual lesson, to stop doing that. He tired of doing that. And I don't think that she realized how greedy she is. Like, I feel like a lot of times she just don't see it that way. And I think that Pep understands like some of her trauma, like why she the way that she is, and that's why he's so patient with her. But he just felt like he can't sacrifice himself anymore. He feel like he can't do that. He tired of doing that. Alright, that's the reading. I hope that y'all enjoy and stay blessed. Hold up, let's get into the fight. And Papoose being faithful while Remy in jail. Let's see about why was they fighting? Why was they fighting? Actually, I want to use these cards. Why was they fighting? I'm getting a feeling like you need to stay in your lane. You need to, like, you you need to get out your feelings or something like that, I feel like there could have been like some type of it's giving me like Easy did something, insinuating something in front of Pap. I don't think it's as bad as him going up to Remy and grabbing her butt or something in front of him or something, but it could have been something like something he said. Like, you know, you remember how I had you last night or something like that. And then, and I also feel like it was some type of declaration. I feel like Easy felt like he had to announce his love or something like that, because I feel like he had strong feelings for Remy. I think that those feelings was there for a lot of the wrong reasons. He just kind of like, he put her on a pedestal that was superficial to begin with. So it's kind of like, yeah. It could have even been something about kind of like business or something, but I feel like it had something to do with emotions. With these cups here, yeah, it's quite a bit of cups. Yeah. Oh my goodness. I don't know what's the age difference or if they all the same age, but it is some type of difference in like status and stuff like that. Cause it do give me like a hierarchy feel here. Like, you know, how dare you even approach me? Almost like you are a youngin' or something. Like Easy was being looked at as like a, hold on, like a page of swords. I don't know. I kind of feel like Easy was trying to like bulldoze his way in. He was trying to, you know, make a stand and maybe even dethrone somebody else to sit on their throne. And it failed. It didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. And now we sitting here, we got the hermit. Like, I just kind of felt like he was just put out. I don't know how Easy future is looking, but it really ain't looking that bright. It's almost like, I don't know. He might really end up strung out on drugs or something. And I'm hoping that that's not what happened, but I'm kind of getting that vibe. He has certain personality traits, certain mentalities that pushes him down that path. And I do feel like he has some type of addiction. And I think that it's in the time when it's increasingly getting worse. It's like that time right before you accept that it's in an addiction. Because before, you could have been just saying that I have control of it. I could stop anytime I want to stop. It's not really affecting my life that much. You might even feel like it's beneficial and whatnot. He was like between that point and the point where you be like, you know what? I think that I need to fall back on whatever this is. You're starting to see that it's having a negative effect on your life. So and I feel like this is pushing him deeper into the addiction because he feel very bad. He feeling insecure. It's really eating him up inside. He feel heartbroken because I feel like Remy is creating distance. And I don't think that she want this anymore. She can't even look at it without it being like traumatic because I feel like she in the process of losing a lot. Alright, so what about Pep's side of the story of this fight? One thing is that he felt very hurt. Like, he was very hurt by this, and I think that he could have been suspicious about, and his suspicions was confirmed. I don't know. It's something about this that made Remy fall in his mind. Like, he no longer looked at her like a prize, really. Like, it changed the way that he looked at her. It awakened him too, almost in an instant. Like, in an instant, he was having some very powerful realizations. And he was heartbroken with the Three of Swords here. He was very hurt by this. I even have the Nine of Swords here, reverse cruelty. I think that the magnitude of it was like a lot. Because it kind of felt like there was a lot of things going on behind his back. There already been a lot of him asking for clarity and not getting it. And then when it comes out, it's like, you looked me in my face and you lied type of energy. Like, you just straight lied. Alright, what else? He also noticed some type of money grab. Like, it has something to do with I feel like he also realized another agenda that Remy has, like when it comes to like money. It even giving me the feeling of them taking from him. He had the feeling like they was gonna take from him and run off together with it. I also get the feeling like he also felt like his importance. He seen that he was indeed powerful. He could have even realized that all this time he has been drained of energy. It's not just about money, but of energy in order to give fame to other people. He could have realized that people was really feeding off of him. But it, in a way, made him feel good. Like, I feel like it was a mixture of feelings here. Like, it felt good to know that he wasn't tripping, that he was right all this time. Because I felt like his intuition been trying to tell him something. And he been wanting clarity and asking for it. And then nobody would give it to him. And then some shit went down and the truth just hit him. And he in a space where he like, damn, I'm not crazy. Like, y'all really doing this shit. It's almost like, you know, he could laugh. He might even laugh because it's just so crazy. It's so crazy. It's a lot to take in. It wasn't just the fact that she was cheating. It was a lot more going on. It was a lot more. And I feel like it involved taking from Pap. Energy, essence, lyrics. He felt like he was giving away his gold to people who was planning on draining him for everything and running off with it. He felt plotted on. That's the thing. That's exactly what it is. He felt like he was plotted on, and his intuition been telling him, and motherfuckers been making him feel like he tripping. And then some shit go down, and he realized he was right the whole motherfucking time. So it's a mixture of stuff. Like, we got the 3 of Swords out here. Got a lot of swords. So it's heartache in this, but it's also relief with this 9 of Pentacles right here. He felt wealthy. He felt like he was wealthy because motherfuckers was doing all of this to him. He felt like he must be valuable. The dude, Easy, he could have been high or something, and he slipped up and said some shit. Like, Easy could have been high when this had happened. And that's probably why he felt like he need a rematch or something like that. Because he could have been on something, and he felt like, oh, Pep knew that he wasn't sober. And he took advantage of that and beat my ass. But it's like, I don't even think that Pep was thinking about if he was sober or not. He was thinking about what the fuck you did or what the fuck you said. And it's so typical for them to expect you to be the forgiving one, be the one that has all the wisdom and shit like that. be the one who always do the right thing. Whatever the right thing is subjective. But they try to make you feel like it's whatever they think the right and wrong thing is. So yeah, it's real fucked up. But alright, so let's get into like how was the relationship when Remy was in jail, and then I'm done for real. Alright, so I was asking how the relationship in jail for Pep, and I think he had a old tried and true, like maybe even a baby mama that he was dealing with back and forth. I feel like Remy and Pep wouldn't consider this cheating, but I don't feel like he was 100% faithful. I feel like he was dedicated and everything, but I felt like he had sex with other people. But it wasn't easy. It wasn't easy for him to maintain this relationship. And it's more to it. It's more to it of why he felt loyal. It's something else here. Almost like an obligation or a owe or something like that. Maybe there was a time that Remy supported him, and he just kind of felt like dedicated to this. But I feel like he broke hearts because of it. Because I feel like he came across other people, even somebody that he might have even considered like a really good woman. It could even been like his baby mom or something, but somebody that he considered like an empress. But he wouldn't commit to her. Why he wouldn't commit to her? Other goals, it was other factors for the commitment, like maybe even contracts or something like that. Maybe he even felt some type of spiritual contract that he knew that he had to like walk this path for her or something, with Remy, but he felt locked down. And a lot of it wasn't about love. Even if he tried to trick himself into saying that or told that this is love, it wasn't. It was kind of like obligation. It's other things that had happened that created the loyalty. I felt like he owed Remy. It could have even been some form of guilt here. But he just knew that he couldn't have peace if he didn't follow through with this. I feel like he felt as if he had to complete this. I don't think that he feel that way anymore. I felt like he kind of felt like he made the wrong decision, and not in a way that he wished he could go back, but in a way that he would make different decisions in the future. Yeah. And you know what? I think that he's right in a way. Like, it's not a mistake that he chose this path. Like, he had to go through that for a reason. But I do think that he broke somebody else's heart in the process. Could be a baby mama. Alright, let me ask about Remy. Real quick, I asked how did he feel about her how did Pap feel about Remy when she was in jail? And the justice reverse came out. It kind of just felt like the impact of her going to jail, like he felt like it was unfair. I feel like it could have been other shady shit going on. It really hit him hard. Like, it doesn't feel like love, but it just felt like either something very traumatizing happened, and he just felt like he had to either make it right, or he had to support and everything. He had to be loyal or something. He might even felt the energy to repent. Yeah. Okay, how did she feel about him when she was in jail? The repentance card even came out. I don't know. It's just giving me the energy of a woman doing time for a dude. That's the energy that is giving me. Like a woman taking the charge for somebody. I'm not saying that's what happened. I'm just saying, like, that's the energy of it. But her focus was very, like, on herself and her emotions, which is understandable. She just kind of felt like her life was over. It was a really shock for her to go to prison, which is understandable. And it created a codependent bond between them, which is also understandable because the situation was so traumatic for both of them. I just feel like he felt like it was just so unfair, or maybe he even felt the amount of shock and pain that Remy felt to be at the height of her career and then be thrown in jail for years. He might have even seen Remy break down. And it really touched him in a really deep way. Why is this anger card here? Why is this anger card here? I kind of feel like it was more like jealousy. I think at some point she felt jealous that he was free, in a sense, more free than her, and he had the chance to go after a career and she didn't. She felt like her life was on a standstill. So he might not even know this, but I think that she held some type of jealousy. I feel like it was around the time, like maybe 2 years before she got out. I felt like it could have been hard for her to talk to him. It felt hard. She was just jealous of his freedom. And I feel like that turned into something else. I think it's something that she felt like he didn't deserve. So she tried to repress it, but she never dealt with it. She just kind of pretended that it wasn't there. And then I felt like she felt like it would go away when she get out of prison. I think she was also jealous of the fact that she needed him. Like, she was codependent on him. It was something about the feeling of needing him in some sense, because he was going to open doors for her or help her get ahead in the way that she wants to, or help her to restart her career. And I think that maybe when she got locked up, he felt so bad, so guilty about what is happening. Not because he did something, but just because that he could have made some type of promise, like, when you get out, I'm going to make sure that it's like you never went in. Like, when you get out, I'm going to make sure that you are successful. I'm going to make sure that you become the queen of rap or some shit like that. So and he was just so determined to make it happen. He was lost in that world for a long time. I don't know what happened that made him feel like he owed her so much of his life. But he got trapped in that. And he kind of became like a slave to her, but she was a slave to him too. The way that this system is built, they put you in oppressive situations where you need something. Especially if you are ego driven, which, you know, she was, because she wanted the name, she wanted money, she wanted fame, she wanted to be considered the greatest. She wanted all those things, and all those things don't mean shit. So she got into a mindset like, I'm gonna do that no matter what. But it doesn't mean that it would make you happy. And it hasn't. Alright, so... Oh. The relationship on Remy's behalf when she was in jail. I feel like, you know, Remy, she kind of settled into jail life kind of quickly. She might have even got her a girlfriend or something. But she found a routine and even a sense of peace. And the way that Remy is built, like, she might have had even did good, like, in the military or something like that. But I think it make her feel peaceful or in control when she has something controlling her life or something. I don't think that she would say that she like it, like the routine and everything, but being in a forced routine, it gave her some type of peace. Maybe because people didn't depend on her anymore. Maybe because she didn't feel like she had to fight. Like, she was kind of forced to sit down. And I think a part of her felt good because it was out of her control. She was forced. So she had a reason to sit down. And I feel like she started to just see this relationship as a stepping stool. And I already spoke on that. So that's all. Stay blessed.